Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tisha and it is travel day, and guess who I have with me?
Number one mommy. Hey.
Your perfect duo. Well, let's just say the emails are on out of office. Well, your email went on out of office yesterday.
No, 2 months ago.
Okay, clearly she was prepared because I only set my out of office a couple of days ago. But the out of office is on, the suitcases are packed up, and we are going on a 2-week adventure to our happy place, Florida. So, let's go. So guys, we have arrived at the airport. It's been a minute since I caught up with you because the whole getting on the bus, I'll explain that when we're in the lounge, it was a bit of a long process, but we have made it. We have dropped our luggage and
Just wanted to let everybody know that nothing can stop us now. I tell you how. We're going to make it happen. But let's take a ride and spend the day in Disney.
Oh, I thought you were going to say in the countryside. Okay,
No, we're not going to the countryside. We're going to Disney.
Yes, we're going to Disney.
Where it's hot. Because it's cold.
It is freezing. So we're going to go in and go through security, and we'll check back in with you guys once we have got into the lounge. Guys, so we're currently in the lounge. I am trying to whisper, so I wasn't putting my middle finger up to you guys, I promise. But we are currently in the lounge, and we were a bit disappointed actually because we had a reservation to 10:45 and we stood there waiting for over 15 minutes. When we came in, they said that there was an breakfast is no longer being served, even though it's after 11. And then when we asked for the food for the afternoon, they said that it wasn't ready, so we asked for the breakfast menu. But the atmosphere in here is really lovely. I'll try and film some bits, but it is quite personal and not so spacious compared to the number one lounge, but I will try and film as much as I can. But yeah, that is pretty much the update that I have for you guys in here. So when I get the food, I will show you guys what exactly we had. So yeah. So this is our breakfast. Well, I got a ham with cheese and bacon croissant. It looks like crap. That's my mum's breakfast. She looks like she's got better, but yeah, this looks it's just ridiculous. I actually don't like this place. Hi guys, so I thought I would catch up with you properly, just kind of update. We've eaten, as I showed you my food. I mean, the food looked like it had been sitting there since yesterday. My croissant was absolutely terrible. There was no bacon in it, even though it was supposed to be a bacon and cheese croissant. And multiple people have complained about the timing that you come in. They have complained about the fact of the menu changing over. We've all complained actually, because this is just kind of unacceptable. You pay a lot of money to come into these places and this is what they're doing. So as of right now, it's just somewhere that we can sit and have some drinks and stuff like that until it's time to get on the plane. But yeah, that has been our take on this.
Thank you for flying with us today. You're no doubt keen to lose yourself in our dazzling world of entertainment. But first we're going to show you a safety film, and we'd like you to give it your full attention. It's really important that you watch and understand it, because together we're all responsible for safety on this flight. It helps explain the safety equipment.
Guys, so I thought I'd update you. I think the last time you saw us, we were in the lounge. That did not go to plan, but what I'll do is I'll speak more about it when I get to the hotel. On the other side, I will discuss everything and go as to how the orders went for everything and how smooth the journey was. But yeah, we have just taken off. It is currently 1:59, so we were supposed to take off at 1:40, so we pretty much took off on time and stuff like that. We boarded really quickly. But yeah, we're in the aircraft, so I'll show you what is on the TV or how long this actual flight will take. Let's see, go back. Ah yeah, aircraft. So if I turn this around, so the flight is going to take about 8 hours, 39 minutes, which is good because last time it told us it was 59 hours. 59 hours. It told us that it was 9 hours and something minutes. I think it's taking its time to work, but yeah, 8 hours, 39 minutes. Let's see if I come off of this. How do I come off of this? Okay, it's working. It's a very slow system. I think we're on the flight with the plane 𝗧𝗪𝗂𝗍, I think it's called. If I can come out of this, let's see what films are on. So they've got a few films. I did want to watch this one. It's Ballerina. Don't know if you can see that, but I did want to watch that. And they do have a couple of Disney films I saw on my mum's screen. And they got Downton Abbey. Oh, Fantastic Four. Five Nights at Freddy 2. Oh, actually, I might watch that. That is definitely something I want to watch. And if you hear rustling, then it's my mum and her blooming pastry, but she can't hear. But yeah, they've got a few good films I want to see. Or they got Ratatouille, which is one of my favourite films. So they've got a few good films, but yeah. So in the meantime, I will catch up with you guys throughout the flight as much as I can. So we're up in the aircraft now, and we've already been given our snacks. It's these ones. I have had these before, so I know I'm going to enjoy them. And then I just got a Coke. I'm still later, so I'll get on that eventually. Hi guys, so I thought I'd just update you a little bit. I mean, I think this travel day vlog is going to be on the verge of chaotic, but it is what it is. So we've had our first bit of a snack. That was really good actually. I enjoy those. I've also had a bit of a mishap and cut my finger. Lucky enough, mum's had plasters, but basically I have like a screen protector on my phone, and the top of it here, I dropped it in the bathroom when I was at the airport, so it cracked, and yeah, I cut my finger on it. But I have joined the Wi-Fi. I got the one for the whole flight, which was £20.99, so it wasn't too bad. It just took me a very long time to connect to it. But yeah, so I've had some Pringles. That's my other snack. I've kind of sorted myself out in the chair now. I feel like that whole bit was very chaotic. So yeah, now I'm just watching Sinners because I did want to watch the Halloween. Is it Horror Nights or what am I talking about? Five Nights at Freddy. But it wasn't working, so I'm going to watch Sinners, which I have watched already, but we'll watch again and then see if I can get the other program to work afterwards. So yeah, that is the update. We've currently got like 7 hours. I think it's like 7 hours and 40 something minutes. Yeah, 7 hours and 45 minutes left to go, which doesn't feel so bad actually, but we are on the way. So I'm hoping you guys can hear me, but me and my mum ordered the exact same meal. So we've got I'll see if I can zoom in. It's a very small space, but basically it's chicken with lemon and potatoes and stuff, and then you get, let me try and angle this better, then there's salad, and then you get this chocolate pot thing, some bread, and then water, and then we've got cheese and crackers and butter. So yeah, we will let you know how this is. I mean, I'll try and open this at the same time. I'm trying to do this with one hand. Let's see if this works. So we've got chicken, green beans, and don't know what that is here, and then there's some potatoes there. So yeah, I'll let you know how it tastes when we eat it. So to update with food, I finished now. The green beans were chewy. I don't particularly like the green beans unless me or my mum cook them. The chicken was actually surprisingly nice. It was quite kind of like a creamy, herby, lemony kind of chicken. And the potato was really nice. I didn't eat the salad. I did eat the chocolate pot like dessert thing, and that was really nice actually. That is probably the thing I enjoyed the most. I had the bread and the butter, and I didn't have the cheese only because I am dairy free. So it was nice, like I enjoyed it, and it did what it needed to do, and hopefully now I can go get some sleep. Mum's still eating her food. I think she kind of had the same opinion as me, to be honest. Didn't eat the salad, had the food, enjoyed it. But yeah, so now I'm probably going to catch up on some sleep. So I'll probably catch up with you later in the flight. About a good chunk of the way in. I think we got about 4 hours and about 15 minutes left, so we have done a good chunk. In that time I have been asleep. We had food, as you would have seen. They not long came around with the Magnum ice cream, but I didn't really want it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try and get out my book and maybe read. But yeah, that is as far as we've got on this flight. It's a very uncomfortable flight. I'm not entirely sure why I feel so uncomfortable, but I feel very uncomfortable today. And usually I'm pretty good with long haul flights, but mum's all nice and cozy. She's there chilling. Briefly, you see her. But yes, I will update you when we're a little bit closer to our destination. So hopefully you guys can hear me, but we have now received our afternoon tea. We've got about an hour and 15 minutes left of the flight, so let's open this up. Oh, we got given a scone, which it looked like a little Madeleine cake. It doesn't even look like a scone. But yeah, we've got that, and then we've got sandwiches, which I don't know what's in it. I have to be careful of what I eat as I'm allergic to salmon. It's a double cheese and spring onion. Okay, that's fine. And what's the second one? Or are they both the same? Oh, and I think the next one is a mozzarella coloured cheddar cheese with vegan mayonnaise, spring onion on malted wheat brie. Or is that bread? And I'm just going crackers. I think that was bread. And then we have some jam. No, thank you. And some cream. And then this, oh, I'm dropping everything. This popcorn truffle thing. But yeah, so I'm gonna dig into this and then I'll catch up with you guys after. Hi guys, so I thought I'd update you. We are about 41 minutes away from landing, and I, for one, can't tell you how much I'm excited to land. Not even for the fact that I will be in Florida. I mean, I'm excited about that anyway, but more so because someone keeps farting on this damn aircraft. I'm gonna just leave that there because there's a lot of words I could use for that person. But yeah, they've been doing it since we took off. Even before we took off, we spent 8.5 hours smelling someone else's stink booty. I'm not impressed. This vlog has been so chaotic, and I think my ADHD is very much triggered from this flight. I'm gonna lift these up because they're just glaring. That's all I can see is glare. But yeah, I am very much triggered, and I think it started off originally from the lounge situation, but I don't know how much I'll film between once we land and coming out of the airport. I'll try and film bits, but I'll probably end up talking to you guys more once I have arrived at the hotel. I think that might be just easier because there is 6 suitcases in total between me and my mum. So yeah, I will catch up with you eventually, maybe back at the hotel. So I'm going to give you a quick room tour because we've just got in here. It is currently 9 o'clock at night, and I will eventually, once I sit down and situate myself, give you the lowdown on the drama that has happened today, because this has been an absolute crap show is the only way I can describe it. But we are staying in the Rosen Inn at Pointe Orlando, is it? On International Drive. We have stayed in this hotel many years ago, well and truly over 20 years ago. But yeah, I'm gonna give you the tour. So come in, 2 double beds, which is perfect. Our stuff's all over the room, so bear with us. But we've got a table, chair, mirror. I look disheveled. Another lamp. It's a TV. We've got some drawers and units and stuff. Then we have a wardrobe. I don't know how much I can get into it without banging my suitcases, but we've got some hangers. We also did bring some travel hangers. I think that's it, but it's quite a big enough space. And then we've got an ironing board. Oh, the wardrobe door now swinging back open. Wants to stay with me. We've got an ironing board and an iron, and then this is kind of like a kitchenette sinky area, but another big mirror, hair dryer, sink area with quite a lot of space. You've got some extra towels and tissue. What I did like about this hotel is that we have a microwave and a fridge. It does have a coffee machine. We don't use any of this. And then you have bathtub, toilet. We do like these ones, but that is pretty much the room. There's mum. Giveaway. She's just as disheveled as I am. I think we're in room 2365, so we're on the 3rd floor in block E. But yeah, that is a room tour. Oh, I forgot to say, there's a chair right here, and then you've got some sockets and stuff, and a light just next to the beds. But oh, I'm gonna try and recenter this. It's been a while since I've done a long kind of vlog, but that is the quickest room tour that I've probably ever done. I'm gonna get situated, sort myself out, and then give you the tea on what happened today and how the day's gone, because a lot has happened in the last 24 hours. So yeah, give me a minute, let me sort myself out, and I'll come back to you guys. Hi guys, so I thought I'd update you on how my day's gone. It is currently 9:52 now. So we'll start from the very beginning. It started off all well. We got up, we put the suitcases in the car, we left. I was already feeling a bit anxious because I booked Purple Parking and I've never booked with them before. So it was very different from like where I would park my car at the airport if I was parking at the airport and do it that way. But that was fine. It was just that our suitcases are very heavy. Like I said, I don't know if I've actually said this, but in total there's 6 suitcases in total. 2 large, 2 medium, 2 small ones. And annoyingly, my handbag is one that goes on my shoulder. I do prefer a rucksack, but the rucksack I originally had just wasn't fitting everything I needed. And I last minute decided I wanted to bring my laptop because I don't think I'll have enough memory space for all the stuff that I'm about to record. So I brought my laptop with me. So fast forward, we got on the little bus thing. The driver in general, I think he was trying to fling us off the bus because he was driving like he was in Fast and Furious. Sorry, that dingling is our doorbell back home. So yeah, so we got to the airport, we got rid of the luggage, great, fantastic. Went back outside, took some pictures, and that's where you guys saw us in the vlog, and we explained that we were at the airport. We went through security, that was super quick. So yeah, that was all fine. It was super quick, went through. And then we didn't bother looking around. We just went straight for the lounge. So we had booked Clubroom Lounge last year, and I booked that one because the #1 lounge I found wasn't the greatest. So I heard a lot of reviews, looked at a lot of reviews, and me and my mum had decided, yes, let's book Clubrooms. We would say we got there kind of early. So I say from 10:30, did we get there before? 10:45. No, before we got there before our reservation time, I think. So our reservation was booked for 10:45, and I think we got in we were standing there from about 10:30, and everyone's saying, well, you can't stand here, you're blocking the way. And we're like, so where do we go? Because there isn't actual signs to say there's Clubroom until you go physically past these set of double doors. So we've gone down there and we stood there for 15 minutes. At this point, we didn't get in until 11 o'clock. So we got in, we sat down, and then we've looked at the menu and noticed that the menu said afternoon, and we're like, well, they've clearly just made a mistake and given us the wrong menu. Mind you, like I said, it's 11 o'clock. So I've gone back to the lady and goes, oh, I think you've given us the wrong menu. She goes, no, breakfast finishes at 11. The menu, I don't remember if I recorded it or not now, but the menu basically had like, what was it? Beef, roast chicken, very heavy dinners, like a roast dinner, as if you were cooking it on a Saturday or a Sunday or something. So not something you would be eating as your first meal of the day. So we got in there. So in the end, the guy came to us to take our order, and we were like, can't we have the breakfast menu? At the end of the day, we were supposed to be in here a lot earlier, and we would have been able to order the breakfast menu. So they allowed us to have the breakfast menu. Fine. We got the menu. I ordered a cheese and bacon croissant, and my mum ordered like a full English breakfast. I get the croissant, and I think I show it in the video. The thing's about this big. It's that big. When I open it inside, I took the first bite and ate that, and I was like, I don't taste any bacon. I just figured maybe it'd be inside. So I continue eating, and I'm still not getting any bacon. Now, mind you, like I said, the thing's tiny, so I've bitten into it more. Now I've opened it, and there's basically no bacon, and the cheese is just complete greasy stodge. So in the end, we were just like, you know what, forget it. We'll wait. We don't have to go to our gate until 12:40. We'll just wait until the afternoon menu starts. Because when we first tried to order some food, they were like, oh, well, the afternoon menu doesn't start yet. So mind you, we've gone in at 11 o'clock, so it's pointless going in. So 11:30, we decided that we were going to order some food. I wanted the prawn cocktail, and my mum wanted, what did you want? The beef in the chicken breast. Yeah, the roasted chicken breast. So about 11:50, we ordered that food. So we're sitting there waiting. No one's even come to clear the table from what we've already eaten. No one really comes in to check and like do what they're doing. Anyway, fast forward, it got to about 12:30, and I was like to my mum, we kind of need to come out of here, because we wanted to go into another shop to go like get a drink and have a quick look around, because our gate was being called at 12:40. At this point, it's about 12:35, and we've gone to go leave now, and the guys come over with the food, and I said, well, you might as well send it back. I ordered this over half an hour ago. So at this point, now I'm really annoyed, because I paid I think I paid £96 to me and mum, thinking that we would get a meal. We barely ate. Well, I barely ate. Mum barely ate, because her food was dry, like as if it'd just been sitting there for hours. So mum barely ate. I barely ate. We didn't really enjoy the lounge. It wasn't relaxing. It wasn't nice. It wasn't peaceful. It was just a complete crap show. So I said to the manager, look, I want an email so I can make a complaint, because at the end of the day, I've come in here and I've not got my money's worth at all. Funny enough, there was a woman that was sitting next to us who had a similar complaint, because they had come in and they were told that they couldn't come in at certain points, even though they had booked for that time. And she then told me that 6 other people had been turned away. And then as we were leaving, another male was complaining about the food, I think, or how long the food took to come. Mind you, it wasn't overly busy in there. But yeah, so it was one of those things where everyone was just making a complaint left, right and centre. So now I need to send that email, but I haven't actually done that. And I think this is where my annoyance has come from today. And I think where you'll find that my vlog's a little bit more chaotic. But anyway, fast forward now, we've gotten the plane. And before we even take off, someone thought it was a good idea to let one rip. And they did that the entire 8 hours of the flight. People, if you got a loose batty, please control it. Take something. Because it's disrespectful. No one wants to smell your backside for 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours. Control it. Sort it out. Yeah. So fast forward, that happened. The flight was okay, but I felt really uncomfortable. It wasn't the most comfortable flight. And then it was almost like the food had been rushed out. So we got on, and I'd say, was it about 15 minutes into the flight? They were already giving out the drinks and the snack, wasn't they? And we were a bit confused, and we were like, well, we've only gone 15 minutes into the flight at this point. And then before I know it, the food came around. Me and Mum had already pre-ordered ours, and we had the chicken and lemon, and I did show it in the vlog, and it was nice. It wasn't my favorite thing, but it was okay, and I ate. It was enough for me to eat. And then fast forward to the afternoon tea. For a while, it took them to come around, and they came maybe the last 50 minutes of the flight. But yeah, we landed okay, got off, went through security, and mind you, we landed at, did we land at 5:30? So we landed at 5:30, and we thought, yeah, perfect. We've landed half an hour than our time that we're supposed to arrive, which was 6 o'clock. Went through the TSA, used the M something. Got through that, took a little while because there was loads of people. Sorry, I'm also just checking to make sure what's happening with our food because we have thingied. Someone is now picking up our order. So we have now gone through, we're now waiting for our luggage. Lucky enough, just as I've got there, we funny enough see my large suitcase, so we picked that up. We needed to go toilet, so we tag teamed it, and I got my second suitcase. So now both of my suitcases off and one of my mum's suitcases off, which is the largest one. We're now standing there, waiting, only for my mum's medium suitcase to not come off. So we're waiting. I go and ask, I say, is there more luggage? Because at this point, the carousel's still going, but there's no more luggage coming down. So I go to one of the staff members, say, hey, just a quick question. Is there any more luggage coming? And they said, yeah, no, there's more luggage coming in. Rightfully so, there should be, because there was at least 30 more people who didn't have their luggage at all. There was no luggage for them. Mind you, we were just waiting for one piece. So we're waiting. It hits about 6 o'clock. No, at this point it must have hit about 6:30. Mind you, my transfer's waiting for me. Lucky enough, I booked a private transfer. And shout out to Jeremy and from Epic Private Hire. Absolutely amazing, constant communication. I did message multiple times and say I was sorry, just because I couldn't believe we had waited that long and he had to wait for us because he was even at the airport before we were. So yeah, so we waited. I think we got our luggage at 7:30, maybe 8 o'clock actually. 7:30, 8 o'clock, we finally got our luggage. And even as we walked off, there was one poor family who basically, they were a family, I want to say, of 4. So 2 children, 2 adults. They had 1 suitcase. At this point, the conveyor belt's still going and all the luggages have come off. So this family are now left there with still no luggage. And at this point, we disappeared. And we've gone round to go and get to our transfer. So yeah, and like I said, Jeremy was lovely. He did a quick stop off at Publix where we got some water, which I had inserted footage beforehand because you don't really see much of me talking. A lot of it was filmed on my phone because I couldn't get my camera out. But I have to say, this has probably been the most chaotic, troublesome, annoying, irritated travel day that me and my mum have ever had coming to Florida. It kind of put a dampener on the travel day because we're obviously excited to be here and we are excited to be here. By the way, SpongeBob is in the background. And I'm trying to talk over this so that you can't hear it as much so I don't get copyrighted. But yes, that is how our travel day went. It did not go to plan. And I guess sometimes travel days just don't go to plan. But it's just a shame that ours went the way it did. But we have ordered some food. We ordered from Panda Express. So we are just waiting on that to be delivered, but I figured I would just end the vlog here because after this I'm going to eat, shower, and then probably go to sleep because we have been up for hours. But yeah, if you have followed along this far, then I really just want to say thank you for listening to me rant. You will see more of my mum on the trip. Like I said, today is just basically been a whole travel day of me ranting about my annoyance. But again, thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to comment if you've even had any like mishaps on a travel day. It'd be interesting to hear you guys' story, but I will catch you tomorrow. Good night.